all I've ever needed was one more match DLC. Finally, after months and months of waiting, one more match DLC is out. It actually came out last week. And as much as I would have liked to have done that last week and recorded it last week and gotten it uploaded a week ago, or maybe earlier, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get this up this week. I couldn't because I was just super fucking sick. I got violently ill for a good 7 days. And I'm still kind of getting over it. Get my lung capacity back. Still a little shaky. But I feel pretty much fine. I'm fine enough to where I can go places and not feel contagious. But nevertheless, I can do this now. So I already played through the DLC even though I was sick. I did it, privately to, kind of get my legs under me. Especially because I didn't play 2K14. It just didn't interest me, didn't have time, didn't have the money. Skipped it, so WWE 13 was the last WWE game I had played. And I was definitely rusty when I picked this up. The controls aren't too different. There are a couple different things since then. Maybe those got added in 2K14. I have no idea. But I'm glad I practiced a little bit. So now I can kind of do this with confidence, though I can't guarantee I'm going to win every match in one shot. Hopefully I can. But nonetheless, let's get this started. Enough from me. And as you're going to see, I'm pretty surprised at least in the first half of this DLC, the production value and how accurate they got some of these things. Like, I'll shut up and let the commentary speak for itself. Shortly. I think we're going to get Ricardo's introduction.
It's a ladder match, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Let me first introduce Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez.
Damas y caballeros, les presento al hombre que ganará su título otra vez, al orgullo de México, el patrón. Él es Alberto Del Rio.
This is so exciting to me, the fact that Alberto Del Rio is part of the Monday Night Raw roster, the fact that he's going to take the World Heavyweight Championship back to Raw in Miami. What a celebration.
Well, Alberto Del Rio claims it's his destiny to be the world champion. He says his destiny can't be stopped, only delayed.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That commentary is pretty damn accurate. We're going to get the same thing for Christian.
And from Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Christian.
Questions have been swirling about if Christian has what it takes to be world champion. It's like he's talked himself into a corner that he has to win the World Heavyweight title.
Well, Christian's made a career out of winning ladder matches. If anyone can get the job done, it's Christian.
So yeah, what I mean by accurate is a lot of these lines that are being fed out are things that were actually said during the actual entrances. Now, obviously, it's not entirely 100%, true to form, because even though King was and still does do pay-per-view commentary, he wasn't ringside for this match. Because him and Cole had a match that night. I can't remember if it was before or after this match, but for whatever reason, King wasn't at ringside. So ringside commentary for the world title match was just Cole, Booker T, and Josh Matthews. So a lot of the things that King says in the entrances and will say during the match and after are a combination of things that Booker T and Josh Matthews said. But what Cole said was 100% dead on for both guys. He was obviously playing a heel character at the time. He was back, if you remember, in the coal mine. And his points on Del Rio were, it was his destiny to be world champion, etc., etc. Christian's putting all the pressure on himself, blah, 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 blah. So, definitely for, someone like me who's seen this match probably 50 times, I don't fucking know, plenty of times, it's definitely impressive to see that kind of quality go into recreating it. And I'm probably not going to be too good at this. One, still not great, never was great at WWE games. Mainly because I was never every time I play these games, I'm never focused on really playing as well as possible and dominating as much as it is. I always love to try to make it realistic, so it's never in my nature to just practice being as good as I can possibly be. That just takes the fun out of it for me. Get back in the ring. And the other thing is, usually when I get these games, I spend plenty of time, hours even, customizing movesets for wrestlers I know I'm going to use. So definitely with Christian, I've already done that. But when you play in the showcase, it reverts back to the default moveset. So I may not know what strong grapple up is or anything like that because I've already forgotten because I've changed it. Ah, son of a bitch. I wish we'd get some more of that scripted commentary. So for those that don't know, I'm actually, because this is the first WWE thing I've put up on the channel, and I don't know how much more I'll put up. And yeah, it'll probably show up occasionally, but this is the only thing I have plans for right now. And if someone really wants it, then I probably will. But I'm not inclined to. It's definitely not. It's not what it's for. But when this got announced back in, I don't know, was it like August or September? September maybe? I knew I was going to put it up. Really, I waited to buy the game, which is why I'm so shaky. It's because I didn't get this game until this DLC came out. For a couple of reasons. One, obviously, if you know me outside of YouTube, you know that I'm a huge Christian fan, and it wouldn't have felt right to play this game for months without being able to play as Christian. It would have really bothered me. Plus, the game was, $60 at launch, and I know WWE games, they always go down after like a couple months. So, exactly, I got this at what, like $40 new? But of course I had to spend fucking extra money to get all the DLC. And I went with the season pass, just because I wanted the accelerator, and I wanted to get unlockable characters, plus Paige. Man, who wouldn't want Paige? Yeah. Let's see if we can start doing some real damage here. Reverse.
Both men are decorated champions in their own right, but the world title has eluded until now.
It sure would be embarrassing to fucking lose this match.
Held the coveted world heavyweight title.
Yeah, well, we know we're going to see a new champion tonight, and one who will be holding this title for the very first time.
That is true. This is before Del Rio won any world titles as well. He wouldn't become world champion until later this year when he won the WWE title. How do you quit doing the goddamn sunset flip? I meant to go for the diving European uppercut there. Counter.
Here we go. A beautiful kick to the head from Del Rio.
He sees it.
Oh, he's gonna go for the cross-arm breaker. Oh, DDT. Oh, they take it out because it's not a normal match? That's weird.
And he reversed it.
Let's go for the inverted DDT. I can...
Reversal.
Oh, this might work. Do it to him on the outside. Should do more damage. Just don't reverse it.
And there's that patented reverse DDT of Christian's, devastating the back of the head. You get the feeling Christian's setting up.
Oh yeah, I love that they
something big.
Well, Cole, this is where you put it.
They added commentary for Cole to actually call the inverted DDT, which is something he never ever did in real life. I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe JR used to do it way back, but no one ever properly called it. So. That's one thing that's weird about this game, is that the commentary is actually remarkably better in the game than it is in real life. Although to Cole's credit, I do remember him, I don't know, maybe a month ago or so, correctly calling him Michinoku Driver. That's something I haven't heard called in a WWE match in a decade. Alright, grapple. See, all these matches are prompted on triggering these events.
Christian and Del Rio.
Oh, Christian is just about got him, but
I believe this is accurate.
By Alberto, Del Rio, and King, this is crucial. Can Del
Usually
Rio
these
capitalize
cutscenes
on
are
the
moments from the actual match.
yeah, Christian is down. This is
I think that spot did happen where he countered the kill switch into a backstabber, but it wasn't for this moment.
And Del Rio's gonna climb.
Because they couldn't get this 100% perfect because Brodus Clay actually interfered.
punishment. It ain't easy to climb that ladder at this point.
And look at these.
Then Christian dropped out Brodus Clay, then Del Rio attacked Christian, Christian fell to the outside, and then this moment happened.
What the? Who the? Wait a minute. Christian! Christian dumping Del Rio. And Del Rio's out, and maybe, just maybe, this could
Yep, there
be
goes my
the
phone.
opportunity Christian needs.
Get up that ladder. Come on, Christian, you can do it. Del Rio's down and out. He can't get back up. Can Christian climb the ladder? He needs to dig
Just
right
get up there,
in.
get up there.
He wants to keep going now. The top.
Got it.
And Christian, he's got his eye on it. His 17-year journey is over. Christian is the World Heavyweight Champion.
Here is your winner and the new World Heavyweight Champion, Christian.
And I love how accurately they got this scene. This entire cinematic thing going on right here is pretty dead on.
Is world champion.
And you know what? Look at it. His best friend Edge could not be prouder.
Christian breaking down in tears. Edge and Christian, they came up in this industry together. Part of the greatest tag team of all time. And now tonight, Edge forced into an early retirement, celebrating once again, this time through his friend Christian.
Yep, Christian, for the first time in his career, can call himself world champion.
And what a moment.
Edge with tears in his eyes as well. You know, we've lost a great superstar in Edge, but we have gained a great champion here in Christian.
Everything Christian has put himself through over his entire career. And much of that time spent in the shadow of one of the all-time greats, Edge. And tonight, it's Christian doing the celebrating.
Man, you just can't help but be happy. This is such an emotional moment for these two great friends. You know, Edge could not be more proud.
Very few men in history have ever been able to call themselves world champion. Christian now joins that elite group.
And this huge crowd of adoring fans on their feet here for Christian. They realize just how happy this young man must be right now, and they're happy for Christian. Yes.
Again, Christian, the new World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't think Christian or Edge want this celebration to ever end, and nor do these fans. These guys can stay out here from now on.